Now with more, Congressman Mike McCaul. He is the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, of course, and senior member of the House Foreign Relations Committee. Chairman, good to have you here tonight. Lots to discuss, of course, and a lot of people talking today about Congress's role. Do you think the president should have let Congress know in advance of this strike? And what do you expect going forward?
Well, he did let key members know about this in advance. And under the War Powers Act, he has 48 hours to report to the Congress for the justification of the airstrike, which I believe was the right thing to do. He became the commander-in-chief yesterday. You know, there'll be discussions with Congress over the future of Syria and how we're going to deal with that, and authorize use of military force will certainly come up. But he was certainly within his constitutional powers in terms of what he did. And he did more in less than 100 days than President Obama did in 8 years to save lives in Syria. And I think we have a real opportunity now to fix this civil war conflict that has created ISIS and created this enormous refugee problem that we have both in Europe and the United States. And if I could just say finally, Martha, that I view this as a homeland security threat as well. The more we can secure these chemical weapons, the less likely it is that the terrorists and ISIS and al-Qaeda will get their hands on this and bring them into Europe and into the United States. Yeah,
I know you released a report, your committee, about the domestic threat at home. Shed some light on that for us.
Well, I mean, ISIS has every intention to use weapons of mass destruction against Americans. That's their #1 intention, #1 goal, whether it's aviation or bring in a chemical weapon or radiological. They like to do that in Europe as well. So here you have this toxic brew in Syria with the civil war, with all these chemical weapons. Sarin nerve agent is a horrible, lethal agent. And I do question what the Russians were doing. They said it was gone, but it actually, in fact, wasn't. And if that got into the wrong hands, that would be a serious threat to the American people in the homeland.
Chairman Michael McCaul, thank you very much. Good to see you as always.